Dear diarrhea. Diarrhea full of shit. Just play along with myself and I, no one else. Yo, I'm so legit. I check my email twice a day when I'm, you know, on my bullshit and behaving. And I noticed a suggestion for a friend suggestion or whatever on Facebook on Bundle Beba, only it was her real name, because I couldn't find her, Bundle Beba shit on Facebook, which I'm surprised. Instagram still doesn't work. It wants to. It'll go through all the steps, but when you click on, somebody, it doesn't. It'll just think until the sun burns out. All the galaxies are spread off into the abyss. Which is it's kind of interesting. The only thing guaranteed in life is death. It's not guaranteed that the sun's going to rise tomorrow. But, when you think about that, eventually every star is going to burn out. In the galaxies, the universe is still expanding, so it's just something to think about, how small and insignificant you are. This but a blip in time that is your life. And energy never goes away, it just changes form, so that's another thing to think about. I don't like to talk about it because I don't want to turn anybody away from Christianity. I would consider myself a Christian, just a bad one. Then there's your fundamentalists who need to be told what to do. I know it sounds kind of arrogant, but you basically got to go through this life on your own as a self-contained vessel. You've got wretched cunts, who have been a wretched human being, their whole life. And then within the last, 5 years, became a born again or whatever. You got those types. And then you got the types who were fundamentalists. Read something that didn't make sense to them in the Bible and was like, forget it. Team Christian, all the books written over many, many years, things lost in translation or whatever, this, that, and the other. And they realize, well, plants can't grow without the sun, so it's all bullshit. So speaking of plants, I will decide to make my religion plants now, and they become a vegetarian. And ironically, they used to drive for a beef company. These people are so fucking helpless. Hapless, maybe that's the right word. Oh, good luck. And the husband, who's a shitty father and a shitty husband, and his, Melba-toast wife, who's human, right? Broken, fallible, or whatever the word is. Decides to have an affair with Benny Boy, the local Girl Scout cookie salesman or whatever, turned tech person. And, because he's got an interest in that, right? He's drawn to that. Ooh, I can make things happen. I did that. Look, I did that. They're a different breed, man. So, anyway. And he loses his shit, and this isn't the way it's supposed to be. Or maybe he bumps his head and he starts having vivid dreams. He thinks he's getting messages, from, beyond the realm of human comprehension. Turns out it's coming from his own fucking brain, and he does some bad things. And, like I said, if your neighbor happens to be a fundamentalist, be sure and befriend him, and every time you see him, be like, hey, Bill, how's it going? Things going good, though, right? I mean, they're going good, right? Good, That way I don't have to, off you because you've fallen off your fucking rocker. So, I'm not talking shit about the word, I'm talking shit about the people.
It's like, well, that's what the word says. The word says you're supposed to follow the word absolute, and this, that, and the other.
Well, like I said, that's why I consider myself a Christian, just a really bad one. Because I don't do that. But what would I do? What? Okay, I've read the Bible from cover to cover. Now what? I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to stop right there. So, I used to pray for other people's like strength and wisdom and guidance, and then I realized, what the fuck am I doing? What? Like everybody's just going to have a perfect life because I'm like, Your Honor, if it's in the cards, I don't know, maybe everybody could just live well and be prosperous. Other than that, I mean, thank you for, what JC did and all that. I mean, if I'm even worthy, and I consider that in and of itself, it's like, you know what he did? You're going to question that? Well, yeah, I can't help that. I feel like a total piece of shit, right? But, it's like I know no other way than to just be a total piece of shit, because that's what I am down here in this realm, this plane, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what else to do. So I'm just going to do this. Okie doke. So, no, I haven't turned my back, on religion. It's just like, well, what do you want from me? Huh? I'm not going to be one of these people who is just like, thank you for this, thank you for that. Shit happens. I mean, I've always got that anchor, but for the most part, I'm cut loose, as far as I understand. So I'm just a little confused, and it makes me feel like shit. I really do. It's like, why would he give a shit about you? Well, that's the thing. I'm not sure he does. So I'm just gonna keep on keeping on. So I guess every now and then I should check in and be like, look, I don't know. I mean, I guess I will be fruitful. I will work hard. I will be thankful for my health and my life and everything. But other than that, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. So I'm just gonna do this. Yes, I drink too much, and like I said, I'm getting stuff and whatnot. But, I've got my shit, going on. I'm here on Earth, okay. I'm not gonna stop drinking. I'm not gonna find me a nice little wife, and just do it missionary under the covers with the lights off, once a week. I ain't gonna do that either. I like food. I like it. I'm gonna continue to eat it. Too much. But like I said, earn it, do the fasting thing. I don't want to be a fat ass or anything. But yeah, we're going to engage in all of this human behavior. All of these urges and desires. Every single one of them. They will not be denied. They will be managed, but they will not be denied. So I saw 2 billboards the other day, exactly the same. It was for pro-life. There's a picture of a baby. It said, so I don't remember what it said, but it was like a paragraph. My heart was beating at 7 months or whatever. 7 months, 7 weeks. And I thought, yeah, you fucking fundamentalists. There you go. Say your message twice. You understand what I'm saying? It was 2 billboards right next to each other. Said the same thing. Not me being the ever hater of my fellow man, that I make no apologies for, because both got in and they'll both know why. And like I said, well, I'm here, okay? This is who I am. This is the environment that I'm working with. You know, welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games. I'm going to play by the jungle's rules. I have to, period. That's just how it is. But, the marketing department must be under 30. Well, there's 2 billboards available for rent. We'll just rent both of them. You know, and it's not even like it's for, you know, product. Like, well, we sell, you know, Acme soap. We wouldn't want, you know, Joe Blow's soap to buy the billboard right next to us, so we'll just buy them both. You know, it's like a... It just made me think, what the fuck? Like I said, there's nothing worse than a fundamentalist. And they always got the answer, you know. Like I remember talking with Pack Attack, you know, it's like, what about these people who were born into Hinduism and this, that, and the other? And his answer is basically, well, it's in them. It's, you know, every human being has that inner spark. No wonder people, you know, dislike Christianity so much. They just stroll in and claim it as everything. You know, it's like, you're all wrong. You're all hellbound. You know. No wonder people are like, you know what? Fuck off. No, I'm not a bad person. But might be a piece of shit, but no, I get it. You know, and like I said, I do fall in that camp. I just consider myself a really bad one. Because like I said, welcome to the jungle, we got fun and games. Well, I guess I'm a jungle bunny. Excuse me? Maybe that was the wrong word. A jungle monkey. The rest is on you. As far as I know, that hasn't been assigned to anybody, so I'm a jungle monkey. E-E-ah-ah-ooh-ooh. So this is why I don't talk.
Yeah, I can identify as anything I want.
Not like that, you can't. But anyway, I digress. Speaking of jungle bunnies, like I said, don't fuck with technology. Okay, there's a million ways to get fucked on the internet, and you know, if you want to do the creeper stalker thing, you know, mildly, of course, you know, I'm just checking somebody on Facebook. You know, I didn't know they were gonna give my goddamn fucking name and phone number and say, hey, this person's looking at you. Goddamn fucker Borg. You're kind of a piece of shit, ain't you? Well, you know, it's tech people. So. Shit. A creeper can't just creep. You gotta give all my information. Alert, notice. Hey, here's somebody who might want to be friends with because they're looking at you. Thanks. You know, there's people at work who I have looked at. I don't need to give these people a goddamn crumb. You know how it is. You know, some of them are female.
Just because I say hi and acknowledge you doesn't mean I want to have sex with you.
Yeah, I'm aware. Just because I fucking looked you up on Facebook doesn't mean that I'm assuming that you want to fuck me. Let's calm the fuck down. Damn it. Humans. Good for nothing. But, and like I said with Mrs. Assface and whatnot, I mean, there's other people that I've checked, but she was one of them, but like I said, the stuff with like my whores and whatnot, my ex-wives, whores, yeah, whatever. You know, like I said, I'd be talking about shit, and then they'd do shit that was like related, and Mrs. Assface used to do the same thing, so it's like, well, maybe I'm in the clear at least with her, right? And she doesn't work there no more, but, fuck, yeah. You know, and her friend, you know, made her Instagram private. Or Facebook is still. Can you even make Facebook private? I don't know. Probably not. Fucker board, you know. Hey, we're a community, you know. And, shame on me for, choosing just my name, for crying out loud. So anyway, Bundle Baby, that may have been how that worked, because she didn't have a thing, but she had her name. So it's like, well, I did that, and then maybe she, in return, and Facebook recognized that, and oh, here's somebody, you're looking at her, she's looking at you, But, and it's like, no, I was just creeping on her. I didn't know you were going to suggest me as a goddamn friend suggestion, you piece of shit. So anyway, I can't help but wonder, like, who's this? Oh, this is that. This is this. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But don't fuck with it. Technology. Just don't fuck with it. It's nothing but bad news. Oh, you want to order a pizza? Well, you got to create a name and password. Well, then don't order pizza. You go pick it up. And if they still need a thumbprint, and assign you a goddamn barcode, right? Since we're on that theme, then you don't buy pizza from them anymore. You need to do this to commence trade and commerce. Then you don't fucking commence trade and commerce. So, anyway. Guess that's all I gotta say, baby. And I notice that there's still somebody, probably Fucko. That poor girl. That's just her thing. Like I said, a guy can opt in or out anytime he wants. A girl needs to keep it real, because she's got a time frame. So I don't know why somebody would waste time, crushing on somebody, basically. So I just cut them loose. It's not a thing. But apparently Fucko didn't get that message or doesn't understand that concept. There's two chicks who work for Swift, which is a mega carrier. They catch a lot of shit. I bet you them broads are making $800 a week each. A couple of nasty ass dykes or whatever. I don't know why anybody would get into trucking. What some fucking dingbats do. Bad news. So anyway, Mrs. Asshat, did you tell your friend I want to have sex with her? Did you? Speaking of not exactly Spartan Warrior shaped truck drivers, is she still with Cocoa Cream Puff? Cocoa Krispies? Milky Way? So is it true what they say? Chocolate melts in your mouth and not in your hand. And he's 6.5 inches in the pants, not 6. Ooh. What's a pretty girl like you doing in a place like this? Oh, I see. They have live music and it's loud and shit at, Barry's Pub every Friday. Ah, that's why. Okay. Plus, this is where her business is at. She walks like a boss, talks like a boss. You could be so much more. And what are you doing hanging out with this girl for? Huh? She's a bad look on you. So, anyway. You want that girl? Hey, you. I forget her name. She's got a pretty name. It's like Ice Princess or something like that. I don't know if it's a thing or whatever, but Because, you know, I was stalking her for a bit, because, you know, why wouldn't I? Right. I'm not that guy, and I'm not. So, but, you know, I'm assuming she wants to get married and have kids. And say, well, you've met your chocolate prince, right? What do you want to live down here in this fucking shithole for? Have you seen this place from a distance? Like, have you driven? You know where you want to live. I'll tell you. There's 2 cities that I vouch for. You want to get married and have you a couple kids and do the family and maybe do the housewife thing. Forget about the fucking, you know, waxing vaginas thing. Just bake cakes and shit. Well, I don't know what your chocolate prince does, but I don't know, lawyer perhaps, doctor, who knows. He looks like a nice boy. But like I said, I've said it before, I'm gonna say it again, for the cheap seats, which would be you, because even though you're a business owner, I don't think you're raking in the dough. I just have a hunch. But Broomfield or Westminster, you're right next to the mountains. They've got cheap neighborhoods, at least they did back in the day. It's the burbs, right? So mowing lawn on the weekends, you know, fire up the old barbecue grill. The burbs, suburban life, so pretty and clean, you know, like the original Cottonmouth King song. And just start a family, raise your kids. The American dream. What the fuck you living in this shithole for? What's wrong with you? And what's with the 1,000 cock stare? It's because it's wearing on her, that's why. She's like, I'm losing the ability to make connections. Someone like, you know, ass space, she's like, hey, it gets me out the house, gets me fucked, gets me fed. It's a good day, a productive weekend. You know? And I think Ice Princess, or whatever her name is, she had a pretty name, you know, and I think her mom might be like a hippie or some shit. Probably hates men. And who knows these things, really? But shit, I'm at 22 minutes. What the hell was I talking about? God, be dang old Denver. Poof. Lives in Denver. 1,000 cocks there. Which I like. Last time I, you know, creeped on her, she was kind of sporting a pirate look, you know. But yeah, like I said, there's the American dream right there. Right there. It ain't where you're at now. It's over there. Oh, I think you'll like it. It would take her some time to adjust. Gee, it's Friday, you know. Where's the music at? Where's the loud noise? Where's the smoke? Where's the live music? Where's the beer? I don't know. You could take your kids, you know, to the local rec center where they're having a little get together, you know, something. Mom, you think you could make that switch? You think your chocolate prince would be down for that, or you think he'd want to go, you know, chill with the boys or whatever? This reminds me. It was a comedian. I forget who he was. Chris Rock, I think it was. He's you walk around a neighborhood and there's no men around, but there's just women walking around in the middle of the day. That's a good neighborhood. You go to a neighborhood and there's no women around, but just dudes walking around or riding kids' bikes. That's a bad neighborhood. Shit. No, I'm not talking about your man. I'm sure he's nice. Your creamy caramel chocolate prince. He's a light-skinned brother. You know. But, shit. You better get your shit right, girl. You're getting old. You can see it, too. You can see it right in your eyes. You're a pretty girl, but you're turning into an old pretty girl. You're welcome. For what, I don't know.